and people will actually know that I'm talking to people. Cool. Welcome, everybody. Good morning to people on my side of the world, and good evening to all the Germans who got pissed off and asked me to move the stream so that you could watch. Safe throw in a bunch of ads. I sound like a human. Good. Have I seen the smiley face? Yes, I have seen the smiley face on the let's see if here I'll just yeah. So if you zoom in, there's a smiley. There's the ZOMG face, I think, or no? That's what is the name of that meme? I actually don't know. Speaking of memes, I'll be right back. Just had to grab a quick little snack. Oh, that was fucking stupid. Hello, England. Scribble here. Good morning. Bitte schön. I gotta brush up on my German before Pro Light and Sound if I'm gonna actually enjoy my time there. Chat is a bit too small. You have to realize the chat on the screen is just for later, for when this uploads to YouTube. It's just so that it's there. If you full screen it, you can see it, but I'll make it just a little bit bigger. Okay. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, I would not be using MA. Nah, man. I mean, thank you for saying that, but it's good that you figured it out and you learned it yourself. Portugal, Austria. You tweeted me a funny pic just now. All right, in a few we'll start actually talking about MA in 2 minutes here once everybody gets in and the notifications go out. The Grand Toaster 3. That's a really good one. That deserves to be put on screen, actually. The Grand Toaster 3. Where is that? Notifications. This is funny as shit. Yeah, it does look like a panini press or something. Good Photoshop skills. Yeah, on PC it has DMX out. Yep. PLS is not just for business visitors. There's a label button? Oh, I don't know if I even believe that. Is there a label button? I don't see label. List is still there. Isn't there, does anybody have the link to the like top down? There's a few more images that exist that aren't just on the MA website. Oh, this one's a good one, but I can't see the full resolution. The taxis in Frankfurt were actually pretty expensive, if I recall. They're like always try to like cheat you. They tried to cheat me out of money. I don't know. Oh yeah, the on PC 3, MA3 on PC will work on Mac, but it doesn't have any parameter unlocking capabilities. It's only for pre-programming, or you just can't use it. You can't use just that on PC on PC on a Mac to output DMX, which is weird. I don't know why that's a limitation. Yeah, we'll do a meetup at ProLight. I'm gonna be there most of the week, so I'll get bored and we'll need to have stuff to do. Where is that say label? No, that's grid layout. Step time code button. Oh, cool. I'm really interested to see what these playbacks do. Because they're obviously playbacks. They have the same kind of Morse code on them. But just like what... It's got to be something to do with this section of the screen. And these have got to be like types of playback. But I'm just not sure how. Because we've got three executor buttons, excuse me. And these look like the dimmer wheels, but I'm pretty sure they're for playback. That's maybe the one thing that intrigues me the most about the full size. I don't think the light, I don't think any other console size. No, yeah, the full size is the only one, and the extension are the only ones that have those dials, those rotary playbacks. If they're rotary playbacks, it's fucking cool as shit. I gotta stop swearing because YouTube will demonetize me. No more swearing. So yeah, let's talk MA, guys. This is more just like a discussion stream than anything else. So if you guys have questions that I see pop up or ideas, we'll talk about it. I personally am most excited for the new way you can assign executors. Although the thing I'm most pissed off about though is that they got rid of X keys. Not all of them, but there's only 16. And in my other video, I noted that in the MA1 we started with 40 X keys, which is where it should have stayed. I love that grid of very clicky keys to playback stuff. And then we went to 20 on the MA2, only 10 on the ultralight, which again is super weird. I just sometimes the way they think about this stuff, it just feels backwards. And then now with the full size MA3, we only have 16 X keys. Rest in peace. Rip in pepperoni X keys. I am hungry now that I've seen that picture of the panini press. This is really good. I love it. I'll probably steal this meme and post it on Instagram and get like 1,000 likes and I won't credit you. I'm just kidding. That's a retweet. We did find pricing though. So Luke Stratton, he's another YouTuber. There's fucking dust in the air. I gotta stop swearing. He has, what is it? Luke Stratton, MA3. He has all the pricing up on his website. If it loads, here we go. Oh, nice website, Luke. Is this a Squarespace website? Yes, you will be able to import your show files from MA2, and there's also going to be a new MA2 software version, 3.4, that will allow you to use the MA2 mode on the MA3. So yeah, all your show files, this is the same way with the MA1, from the transition from MA1 to MA2, right? So everybody was using MA1, and then MA2 came out, and they had a show file converter where you could load your show file onto an MA2 if you spent all the time on MA1 building your awesome show file. They had a utility for you to do that. The utility is still on the website. So no doubt there will be a similar utility. But it would be really cool if you could do it on the console without a separate utility. So yeah, let's look at the pricing for this stuff. Everybody's like freaking out. I saw someone, okay, Joe Cole, I love him, bless his heart, R90 lighting. He just gets so mad at like how expensive the consoles are. But honestly, just looking at the pricing for all this stuff, it's not that much more expensive than all the 2 series stuff when it came out. It's about the same price actually, for what you're getting hardware-wise, and you have more parameters. So you're actually parameter per dollar per parameter, however you want to say it, you're getting more bang for your buck with the MA3. It's just how it is. Like, you're getting 12,000 parameters. You're getting a 50% increase in the parameters for just a slight increase over the cost of the original MA2 when it was new. These aren't insanely expensive. I do think the on PC is a little expensive, but it does have fader wings, or excuse me, a motorized fader. $6,000 for on PC command wing. No, that's not that bad at all. If you guys want to buy my command wing, I'm going to be listing it pretty soon. There won't be any games on MA3. There won't, going forward, I don't think MA will ever have any games on consoles again. At least that are readily able to be played. At LDI, Ryan from ACT, he had some games that he made. You could actually play Battleship between two consoles that were networked together. That was the coolest game. I'm actually, it had layout views, everything, and like messages that would pop up. That was really cool. I want to emulate that. MA3 show files will not be backwards compatible with MA2. Nope, never. MA is only forward compatible, which is advantageous in some ways and disadvantageous in others, like most things. I like it because it really keeps like weird bugs from popping up. For example, if you have a software environment where you know that every show file going forward is going to be of a minimum level, then you can bug fix a lot more easily. Campsys doesn't require you to do that. So like Campsys, you can take a new show file and go to an old console, which is nice for like showing up to a festival. And this has happened before where I've showed up to a festival and I had to use a really old show file because they were running older software. I didn't have time to update the console, and they advanced a newer version than what was actually there. So when stuff like that happens, it's annoying. But a safe way to do that is just make sure you have older show files on you that are still usable. Does it have DisplayPort? It looks like it had DisplayPort. It's either HDMI or DisplayPort, but I would really like it if it was DP. Yeah, so here's the final picture of it. It looks like, can we see? Yeah, it's DP. Woo! What else do we got here? So we have the audio in, linear time code, USB 3, and 3 Ethernet ports. 3 NICs. I'm pretty sure it's 3 separate NICs. It is annoying though that we'll see in the software if they name it. I would like for them to change the naming convention of their network cards. Right now, ETH0 is actually port 1, and ETH1 is actually port 2. We'll see if that continues. Starting a lighting and sound YouTube channel. Any tips? Just upload a lot. Don't do what I do. You should actually upload videos. The footprint of the console seems smaller based off of this. Duncan Riley. Oh yeah, Elias just sent this video that I was gonna show. So let's actually, Eric sent a meme. I probably shouldn't show that meme on stream. Let's watch this mode 2 video. This is kind of cool. I wonder if you guys can hear the sound. This is like a really awkward video.
Hi there. Today I'm going to show you Mode 2 on Grand MA3. Let's have a look. We have the command section. Within the right touchscreen, we have the button layout of Grand MA2 for more convenient muscle memory if needed. we have the playback section. We have the screens with all the content. And we have the new letterbox screens with all the playback information. And of course, the encoder bar. Just to demo you, we have a little show file here. So have a look at the stage view, some fixtures. Let's select the fixtures, 101 through 130 they are. At that we put some light output. Let's focus the position, let's say over here. We're gonna store this as a cue on here. We're gonna select these fader to be on the 100mm faders. We're gonna restart this. So we have light output. We have a little rainbow chase here. Hey Philip. So have a look how responsive the screens are.
This is the part I like. He touches the
Like
screen
on Grand MA2,
with not
all
his
the screen
fingernail,
content is
and it works
available.
great.
For example, a
So
layout view with all the fixtures
this is going to sound
arranged
really
as you
stupid
like
and
it.
weird,
And
but
if we play around
I purposefully grew out my fingernails, like so I could use the touchscreen on the MA2 a little better. Because if you've used it, you know it works better if you use the back of your finger to like make selections and tap on the screen. If you just use it like a phone touchscreen, then it sucks. The MA sucks. But this screen seems to be a lot more like a phone screen, and you can see like it's just a matte finish, and they're flat. They're not like inset in frames, really. That's how all the screens are on the MA3, which is super cool. It's just like completely flat. Why is the fader lagging behind? It's not.
all the screen content is available. For example, a layout view with
Yeah, I'll link the video.
all the fixtures arranged as you like it. And if we play around here, it perfectly works in session with Grand MA2.
Yeah, that's super cool that it works in session.
I hope this is convincing. Hi there. Today I'm going to show you MA2
I love this
on
video
Grand
so
MA3.
much.
Let's have a look.
Let's
We
have a
have the command section. Within the right touch screen, we have the button layout of Grand
Yeah,
MA2
so now I
for
don't have to worry
more
about my
convenient muscle
long
memory
fingernails
if
anymore.
needed. We have the playback section.
That's like maybe the most
We have the screens with all
man,
the
this
content.
just looks so cool. I'm curious though. Okay, so okay, so they've
And-
just replaced the bottom part of the screen. They've added buttons on there. I don't think you can customize this lower section. Yeah, so there's still an area of the screen that is not user customizable on MA2 mode, which makes sense. Yeah, begin the memes. Don't give away the MA2 fingernail secret. What, grow out your fingernails? Yeah, pro tip. Grow out your fingernails if you want to. I hope that is convincing. Yeah. But the coolest part about this video is the way the keys sound. I have not heard any keys like this before. I'm excited for the key pressing to begin. Listen to
Show
this.
file here. So have a look at the stage view, some fixtures. Let's select the fixtures, 101 through 130 they are.
I don't know if you
At
guys
that,
can hear it
put
super
some
well.
light output. Let's focus the position, let's say over here. We're gonna store this
Oh,
as a cue on here. We're gonna select
when he hits the key, it's
this
just like
fader to be on the 100mm faders. We're gonna restart this. So we have light output. We have a little rainbow chase here. Hey,
Can you
Philip.
guys hear the audio of the video
So,
pretty well? Is it
Have a
way
look how
quieter than me?
responsive the screens are. Like on Grand MA2.
Yeah, the Grand MA
all
is
the
made
screen
in
content is
Germany.
available. For example, a layout view.
Yeah, these aren't. There's no way they're MX
all the
Browns.
fixtures arranged as you like it. And If we play around
I
here,
think that's a troll.
it perfectly
Yeah,
works
it's Josh. It's a troll.
in session with Grand MA2.
MX Silence.
This is
Is that like an actual thing? I mean, I know Cherry's a German company as well. They make most of the key switches for tons of like industrial applications as well. Cool. All right, the audio is good. Sweet. Good to know. What else can we look at? Oh yeah, the control room versions. I think it's kind of pointless. Was there really that much of a demand for an MA without screens with the full size parameters? It just doesn't make sense. The MA Lite. Oh, do you want to join the stream? Yeah. The MA Lite right now has 4,096 parameters. The MA3 has double that. Good move, MA. I keep forgetting this is a live video. Yeah, me too. I don't think these are Cherry switches. Yeah, MA2 was Cherry MX whites. I knew that. CRVs for theaters and studios. I just don't understand. I mean, it's not that much cheaper. I really don't understand. Is that like really a big concern? I don't work in theaters or live situations like that. On PC version of MA3, work with the old MA1 and MA2 nodes. I doubt it'll work with MA1 nodes, but I'm pretty sure they will make it so that you can output from MA2 nodes as a node, but not as parameter expansion. The only way you can unlock parameters for MA3 is through having MA3 hardware. I think they kind of realized that they messed up with the NSP. I don't know. I don't think they messed up with the NSP and allowing it to unlock parameters in MA2. But I think it was maybe unintended. I've got my NSP over there. I use it for previs at home when I want to use my on-PC setup. It's just so that you can mount the monitors up on the wall or something. Yeah, this will be posted after. This will be uploaded. Exclusively used for... Ooh. Cherry MX Silence. Let's look at those. Silent Red. Yeah, German company. These MX Silent Black, maybe? I really want to try these out. I wish... So right now, I've got blue switches. So if you listen to this, this is like the opposite of what the MA keys are. See, the CRV is interesting to me because it's, I don't think you have full editing abilities. You have to have monitors. You have to have the other monitors. Okay, I'm gonna switch these. I'm gonna switch over to, actually no, it'll stay over here. I like this left side better. Yeah, the blues are super loud. See, I'm moving my screen, whoops. Is there already a date when the consoles will be available, especially the on-PC version? There is no date available. They are releasing them in, or they're at least like showing them off in Frankfurt at Pro Light and Sound. I'll be there for pretty much the whole week in Germany of Pro Light. And not just for the conference. I'll be hanging out and doing fun things as well. Sitting high and looking. Okay. Okay, the console room is for theater if you're sitting high and looking down onto the stage. Yeah, I know, you're loud. Yes. Do you want to say hi? Okay. No? Placement of the X keys. Yeah. the XP or the X keys were great where they were in the MA2. I think it's a step backwards to put them where they are in the MA3. Excuse me. Use touchscreen monitors. Christian, marry me. No. I really hate these consoles are more expensive than a car. Some cars. It's about the same price as a GTR that I want. But I'm gonna buy a console. This is made me decide that I want to buy a console. You cannot use. I don't actually. Okay. You cannot use your command wing with the MA3. The MA2 command wing won't work with the MA3 command wing. Yeah, so there was a quote from someone in the MA group from MA. They said 6 months from announced to release. So they're probably manufacturing everything right now. All the hardware is probably being built, if I were to guess. And they're getting ready to deliver it. They're probably filling orders right now to see how much they need to manufacture. Is ACT going to offer some sort of buyback program? I mean, it's just called selling your console or selling your gear and buying new gear. It's no different. Use on PC in a theater. Will the MA3 command wing work with MA2 on PC? This, I believe to be the case. If I can't say for certain, but actually I'm going to say no. I'm going to guess. This is pure speculation. I don't think it will work either way. I don't think you can use MA2 command wing with MA3. I don't think you can use the MA3 command wing with MA2. But can you session them together for playback? Yeah, I'm certain. Yeah. If you're in MA2 mode. No, maybe not. I don't know. That's a real tough one, actually. Anybody got any fun links that we can check out? 6 months to save up 6K. Easy peasy. No, just sell your camera, dude. Forget your one-a-day photos. Did I know about the MA3 before its official announcement? I knew of its existence, yes. Eric and I both knew. We didn't have anything to do with it, though. I wish. That would have been cool. Will MA3 have a built-in audio player like the Titan or Pearl? I doubt it. Do you think it will change the effects? Milton. The effects engine is new, entirely new, and I'm really excited for it. What I've always wanted to be able to modulate values within effects, and I'm pretty sure that's what the new phasers does. Have I worked with Avo lights? No, unless you count like a couple shows when I was just starting out doing lights in Montana. At the Wilma Theater, there was a Pearl 2000, the roll Q thing. I had no idea how that shit worked. I was just like, it was a Parcan rig with like 6 Max 600s, I want to say. There's photos of some shows I did there when I first started out. It's pretty funny. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. I've worked with an ETC Ion before, and it scared the shit out of me because I couldn't use it for shit. It was terrifying. My favorite feature coming with the Grand MA3 is the new effects engine. The new effects engine and the way they're dealing with like real life fixtures is how they say it. I'm really excited for that. I don't like how they've I hope they've done some sort of like research. I know they have. They've spent a lot of time figuring this shit out, but I just feel like the command button layout is going to screw with me months, which is kind of why I want to buy one, just so that I can like have it. How do I feel about the new potentiometers? That's an awfully big word for knobs. I love them. They're so cute. I mean, it's another point of failure. Potentiometers, I don't know. At least on DJ mixers and stuff, they go out really frequently. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how these can be used in actually. Okay, I'm not as mad about the X keys anymore now that I realize that the X keys also have these executor button or executor pots above them. Okay, I'm not as mad anymore. There's more X executors than I thought. Oh, they aren't pots? They're encoders? I thought they went like 0 to... I thought they had a defined range. My mistake. Those are encoders, not potentiometers. Oh, Christian's so dumb. Okay, you're right. They're encoders. But yeah, they do look fragile. I mean, the X keys have pages anyways, but it doesn't change the fact that there's physically only 16 of them. The trackball still. Let me look. Swear to God, if this is like... Oh. I hate that trackball. The encoders are probably pressable. I think they're clickable encoders, if I were to guess. Maybe not. What do you think about the stomp key? It's great. It's like the most commonly pressed button that isn't actually a physical button for me on the MA2. So the fact that it's a real button now is a great thing. Yeah, sorry, encoders. Ready freak out on me. Yeah, so I'm interested to see if those execs interact directly with those encoders, if they're able to be assigned differently to different playbacks. Yeah, it would make sense for them to not be pots because they wouldn't be able to be like paged between. My favorite moving head right now is the Robin Mega Pointy. It's fucking badass light. Yeah, there's a stomp key. It's where is it? There. Stomp key right next to help. So this is a little bit interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about this bank of buttons. I feel like I don't use these in this manner. I don't know. No, I mean, it's all right. I don't know what I would do better. I don't know what I would do differently, so I can't really complain too much. X keys being layered with command keys is a mistake on MA's part. I'm confused about how it's going to actually work. We're talking about all of these here. I'm thinking it is a little frustrating because I'm not sure if you have to like switch. I think this is just that you click MA and then I think what they're trying to go for here is you use your thumb with the MA key and then you click wherever you click with your thumb and then press whatever alt button you need. But it's going to be frustrating for me if I have to be, if in order for me to have access to the macro button and the page button, I have to hold down the MA key. That's annoying as fuck. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the VPU is a really basic built-in VPU. They haven't released any VPU information. They've just said that the MA3 is a solution for video playback. I think it's really basic media server stuff. It obviously doesn't have like a video out, except for the screens. Do you think they have changed something about the fact that everybody now uses layout views for playback? I think we're going to see a new type of layout view. They did it with the MA2 because layout views were not always in existence. And you can see, I wish they had, I know they have some sort of cool new layout view. It might just be integrated with stage. So I think, because right now layout view and stage view are not linked together unless you store a camera look with a selection of fixtures. But I think layout view will see a new kind of, I don't know, I want to say like a new style of layout view that uses the 3D positions of the fixtures and uses the actual physical cells on multi-instance fixtures. So I imagine it being a lot more like a plot where you have 3D as like the 3D environment, and then you can do like a 2D plot where you can see the actual arrangement of the pixels on the face of a fixture. And then as it moves, like imagine if you have a Claypaky BI or something like that, you can visualize how the front lens moves and all this other stuff. That's what I envision with their new fixture 3D. I just think it's going to be a really well integrated system. Yeah, there's an entirely new 3D system. It's all built in. There's no longer separate MA3D. There's no longer separate MA on PC. No longer a separate MA VPU. As far as we know, there might still be a VPU coming out, but I don't know. There's some sweet MA3 memes going around. Is that a file browser in MA3? Where do you see that? Oh, on here? I think this is just a fixture sheet. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me look. It'd be great if I could zoom in. Let's do why not toggle executor effects? Yeah, this gray plane over here, this is the new stage view. So you can see it's all integrated. This is obviously 3D. There obviously is like light in here. You just can't, they just haven't shown any fixtures. Yeah, the enter button is always going to say please. The enter button will never not say please. I hope the UI can invert colors as well. That's great for really bright situations. Things like that. We have 0 drop frames. This is my new gigabit Ethernet kicking in. Yeah, I wonder how many consoles will get a virus because of WAN capability. Yeah, I mentioned that in my other video. Not that specifically, but the security issues around having internet connected MA. I think all the software. I think the software will be available starting at Pro Light and Sound. They might drop it a little earlier, but that's just what I think. I think it's going to be one big unveiling. When will I be visiting Life Dance Festival Cebu and be the LD? I'll send an email and see. That was fun. Yeah, MA3D is included in the software. It's no longer separate. Who's deleting links? Alright, I gotta check out this shit. Yeah, don't worry guys, the MA memes will be super strong. Yeah, this is a good meme. Good meme. We've been streaming for 24 minutes only. Wow, feels like an eternity. Wow, we had 400 people at the peak viewing this. Holy God. You guys have no life. That's the most I've ever had on a stream. Do you think the encoder can now scroll through the queues? What do you mean? How long do you think it will take for the MA3 to overtake the MA2 as industry standard for after release? 2 years. 2 to 3 years. And you'll still be seeing MA2s for a decade. So all your MA2 knowledge. I wonder if I can juggle Tide Pods. Nope. Shit. Yeah, MA2 is going to be around for quite a while. I would say even longer than the MA1 was. MA1 got phased out pretty quickly, like 3 to 4 years after MA2 came out. It was pretty much gone. I think MA2 is going to have a little more staying power. I haven't seen the up-down set next previous cross. Use that a lot in setting up and checking during stage building. Yeah, good question. I don't see it either. I think I really wish I had a... Does anybody have a really high-res top view like this? Who has this photo in full size? Lua will be integrated, but I'm not sure about any other languages. I'm pretty sure just Lua. Do you think anyone will get a chance to actually see the new console at ProLight and Sound this year? Yeah, they're going to be everywhere. Like the MA booth is going to be inundated with all these different pieces of hardware. It's all going to be there. It wouldn't. There's no way they would announce this and not have it completely stacked with MA3. Hello from Holland. Hello to Holland. Good evening. Do you think MA2 will still be manufactured? No. No more manufacturing of MA2. Doesn't make any sense for them to. What MA3 bits am I going to buy? I want to buy a full size. I might settle for a light. What do you think of the new scribble feature? I'm not going to use it, I don't think. Whatever. I think it's a bit of a meme. Yeah, I think you'll have better Lua integration. I think macros will be easier too with the MA3. I feel like you'll have more access to, like you said, the properties. Oh, okay, we have a link. Was not found on this server. Yeah, it's the scribble thing like on Avo. The back is cool. I don't see a spot for desk lamps. Just saying. Is that PowerCon True 1? Does that have... Yeah, the reason I'm making so many videos right now is because I don't have any work for like 3 more weeks. I have no shows. That's just how it is every year though. You can see my upload rate just like peaks in January and February, and then the rest of the year it just completely tanks. Oh wait, it does have spit if out. Spit if in, spit if out. So maybe, no, okay. There's not that much interesting on the back port. MIDI in, MIDI out, display port, power button. It's a very weird photo. It's a cool like grid thing here for the, I'm assuming this is the intake, the air intake. If you open a new tab on the photo, you'll get a blown up photo. Do you have any bookings in the Philippines? No, book me. Do you think you can choose a queue to load with the encoders? That would be cool. Should we get Eric on the stream? Do you think MA2 hardware owners should be worried about huge price drop of consoles and such that they have invested, sell now, or just let it ride? I say let it ride. MA2 is going to be in demand for years and years to come. Years and years. I'm probably not even going to, I don't know. I'm trying to sell my command wing, but I might not. Okay, it looks like we have the full top down. Oh, this is where I messed up, dot. Okay, so we go dot. I missed one of the dots. Okay. I can't get it. Check Twitter for high-res photo. It's a good meme. What about the double disk things? What could you use the outer ring for? Full assignment of parameter or attribute control for the programmer. Do you know any possibility of using haze or fog but having a fire detector in the room? Don't do it. Yeah, I turned off my Snapchat notifications. Okay, here we go. This is a good top down. I just wish it was high res. Ooh. Sorry, Eric's texting me. He's my boo. I gotta answer to him. Oh shit. Oh, maybe I will be getting some more work. If you drag the blah, 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 you get a high res pic. Oh, if you drag the top view picture on the Grandma 3 page in another tab, you get a high res pic. Oh wow, you guys are so fucking smart. Dude. Okay, that's cool. I wouldn't call this high res, it's the same photo as before, but so look at how tiny these pause, go, and go plus buttons, go back and go forward buttons are. It has built-in emojis, as you can see. Yes, guys. With built-in smiley face generator. I'm surprised they didn't put more little cute things in here. I'm not sure what this file, this structure is over here, this window. This is a new window, I think. My favorite MA3 console is the full size. Yeah, and then the next previous, the up and down keys, I'm not sure where those went to, and the set key. This is, I'm not sure if I like this yet. The please key is very small. Is that a second MA key? If they have two MA keys on here, I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about that. It's a little weird. Do you not think? I don't know. I think it's a little weird. Is there a place where it says how much people we have watching? I'm going to insert an ad. I want to figure this out. I'll be right back. And if you have ad blocker, you're still here. Or maybe it's just not working. View on watch page. $338 people watching right now? Holy God. Nerd alert. Okay, let's see. I'm going to Snapchat the chat. 338, 343. Wow. Holy cow. Cool. Don't hate your life for buying an MA2 command wing. Where's the blackout fader? It's a knob. It's this one in the upper right. It's right by where it would be normally. It's just a knob now. I don't have any shows in Germany. I don't have shows over there. I'm staying in America for the most part this next year, as far as my schedule is right now. I think you could set the level of an executor button with the knobs and the top of buttons. Yeah, I think that I think that those knobs above the executors will be able to change things like your off time or just the timing things or assignable, just like anything that you would change in the like edit. Whoa, holy shit. Someone just, whoa, dude. Thank you for the $20. Holy cow. That's crazy. Whoa, I gotta Snapchat that shit. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Is it possible to change LED fader strips to every color of the RGB spectrum? I mean, they're not define every color of the RGB spectrum. It's going to be 0 to 255 for RGB. Maybe it might not even be that high resolution. Dance for him? Oh, is this the part where I have to like sign his name on a blackboard? Or like, what do I have to do? I just like have to like show cleavage. Like, oh, excuse me, let me just go over here. It's not confirmed which models will have a built-in UPS. I don't think it's confirmed. I haven't seen anything. This is actually pretty funny. This is still my favorite one. Yeah, I don't think there's any sort of actual, all we have right now is parameter licensing information for each console size. There's no UPS. Holy man. Oh, wow. Who's an SP service? You deleted a message. Anthony, stop deleting people's memes. $20 or €20. Is that more or less than $20? That's amazing. Thank you for the donation. Do I have to do another strip? Do I have to do a... Oh wait. This is a funny meme. For everybody who's upset about the MA3 trackball being gone, I have a mouse for you. This is the Cozy Coupe PS2 mouse. Yes, it clicks. Yeah, you started a movement, Falcon. Can I follow you from here? That gives you, I'm gonna give you moderator status and go to your channel. That's right. You too can be a moderator on my channel for $20. Oh, I won't show your channel on here. Or maybe I will, accidentally. I'm gonna subscribe anyways. Subscriberino. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Whoa, that was $23, $23.84. Holy cow. Okay, okay, very good meme in high resolution. I swear to God. All right. You missed one. It says MA3 on the side of it. What was the deal with everybody thinking that it said MA 4.5? Was I the only one who saw a bunch of people posting that they thought that it said 4.5 on the side? I just don't understand. I thought it was like people trolling me for a long time. Bitcoin. I used to be into Bitcoin. I'm surprised nobody really likes the mouse. Isn't it cute? It's got a trackball. MA3, 0. Cozy Coupe mouse, 1. Trackball. I will be streaming. I'm going to be streaming until the start of the Campsys training thing. Which, if anybody here is in Seattle, where is it? Campsys training, Seattle. Starts today at 12:30. So that's about an hour and 15 minutes away from now. So I think 45 minutes. I'll stream for another like maybe 40 minutes or so, maybe less, maybe 30 minutes. That sounds like a good round number. Am I getting more memes? Maybe the 2 wheels in the middle of the full screen are for... Yeah, so that is for the MA2 mode, but I don't think that is for... I mean, maybe. That'd be cool. That doesn't explain the buttons, though. You know? You know? All right, what did I miss? How much for the fucking mouse? Well, I will sell you that mouse for the low price of $61,513. There's still going to be, I'm pretty sure there's a mouse trackpad. The minimalist buttons are fucking cool. I gotta stop swearing. They're gonna demonetize me. It's so weird. In Germany, it's 8:15. Yeah, I'm really glad I moved the stream, though. Thanks for convincing me, guys. Flirty Godmama, just stopping by to show appreciation for what you do. Okay, miss you. Bye. Thank you for stopping by. And thank you for buying a shirt. Or for having your relatives get you a Christmas present. I think it was, what, your dad? Grandpa? I can't remember. Show us your croc collection. I only got 2 up here. I'll go grab them now. I'll put them on. We got $40 in donations, so I might as well. Some ASMR. Oh my god, they smell so bad. Yeah, boy. Yeah, this is Luke Stratton's website. You can buy an MA from him. Luke, hit up your boy. You like it when I wear these Crocs? They're legit. They're not knockoff either. Can I get a link for Camps' training? Yeah. We're going to be doing it today. So if you're in the Seattle area and you want to come out, hang out. I'm not really going to be doing any training or anything like that. I'm going to be hanging out and taking some free food. Mods can post links. Yes, they can. Yeah, if you want to come out for the Camps' training, it'll be a fun time. I'll be there. Too many friend requests to deal with. So we've discovered that the MA is using silent keys, which sound so satisfying. Yeah, here is Luke's page. Can someone make a subreddit for Grand MA memes? It's just called my YouTube channel. I don't know, I'm just kidding. Let's shrink this a little bit. Well, what else should we talk about? We got a little bit of time left. 80% Germans, 10% Americans, 5% of the rest of the world, 5% Grand MA3 meme hunter. Sounds about right. This time it's a good one. 2 hours. Yeah, don't do .2 training. Why are you doing .2 training? Why would you do that? I'm just kidding. Did anybody check out the ACT training? The MA2. I gave away 3 codes. Yes! Yes! This is the one. Fuck. It's so funny. I don't know why I laughed so hard at it. But you fucked up. It's on the MA2 mode. Holy shit. Saved. Nice work. Using GIMP too. I like it. Would you consider yourself? Yeah, Jason. I'm heavily. Yeah, I'm invested. Well, it's weird though, cause like I've got there's the DJ setup there. It's weird cause like it's just really funny how interests and hobbies change as you get older. It's also really weird having a lot of like DJ gear and then not using it for my own purposes. It is a little weird. Okay, that's too much. But yeah, I think I'm gonna sell the A7S2 and get an A7R3 because I'm more into photo now than video. All right, let's go through some more MA stuff. Could I explain what the purpose of the MA.2 is? Certainly. The purpose of the MA.2 is not to be like a mini MA. It's an entirely different product line, right? It's more for beginners. It's more for small theaters, schools. It's like baby's first MA for places that can't afford like actual console, but still require the stability of an actual console. I personally have no use for .2 outside of maybe controlling media or lasers. I've seen that used that way on shows, controlling cryo, pyro, all that stuff. It's a lot more stable than having a PC-based solution. It's all in one. You turn it on and go. There's no like needing to buy a touchscreen laptop, anything like that. .2 to run lasers. .2 to run lasers, or it's really just for having the reliability of a physical console that has built-in processing, all that. And it has built-in languages for like, I don't know, do I even have .2 installed on here? I don't even have .2 installed on this computer at least. But yeah, it has like a bunch of different languages in it. You can use it to train people in other countries. That's the real reason. It's not for festivals, not for clubs. I mean, maybe for clubs, hard maybe, but just for places that need stability and a legit console. .2, don't waste your time. You will regret it. Yeah, it depends on what you're doing. If you have certain use cases, it's all right. But I personally would just rather buy a command wing. Yeah, I agree. I've been talking with ACT. I'm trying to get them to remove the prerequisite that you have to take the 101 course before you take the 102. I think that's a really bad move for them to like incrementalize it like that. The prerequisites shouldn't be there. I agree. Can you do Lua programming? I'm not a Lua programmer. I should really get into it. I just haven't had the time. Room tour? No, thanks. Think that MA2 hardware will still be compatible with MA3. It will be compatible, I'm almost certain of it, but it will not unlock any parameters. That makes sense? So you can use it, you can use all the hardware, all the MA2 hardware in a session with the MA3 stuff, but only as actual DMX output. So you're not going to get DMX processing from it. Here's a meme. Opinion, lighting controller, desk for 15 years old. This is, okay. I love you guys. It does get a little weird when people lead with how old they are, though. I get emails like all the time that start off with like, I'm 13 years old or I'm 16 years old. It doesn't matter. Like, just tell me what your use case is. Buttons under the encoder wheel of MA3. I think those are the new vertical clicks instead of pressing down on the encoder. I think that is the new way of doing that. And I like that. Which software do you like more, MA or Camsys? MA. When you make some new vlogs, man, I like them very much. Working on one right now, actually. Let's see. Is this even in here? Can you see what's going on my screen? Yeah. So there is vlog things are happening. Here's a little preview. Okay. So it's all getting put together, I promise. It's just it takes a while to edit all this stuff.
We stole the NPU.
But I promise it'll be worth it. It'll be super cool. And there's time lapses. There's I'll even show. There's like cool time lapses of us working and shit. Yeah, no, it'll be cool. There's vlogs and shit coming. You know, it exists. There's your teaser. There's your vlog teaser. MA2 looks old and gay now. Okay. I disagree completely. What about the full size where the screens failed? Oh, yeah. Okay, I can talk about this. This is pretty funny. We were in, where were we? Park City, Utah with Dylan. And I don't know if you saw, I posted it on my Snapchat. I think I posted it on Facebook too. Actually, yeah, let me just bring up the screen or bring this shit up on Facebook. Photos. Oh God, there's me. My photos. Yeah, so this happened. This is a problem with the GPUs becoming unseated, or the cable not being connected fully on the video. So the way I resolved this, I ended up running the whole show like this, pretty much. The first 10 minutes I had everything. But after 10 minutes, I think it was the vibration of the subwoofers that caused the cable to become unseated. And what I ended up doing, and you couldn't really do this in advance. I had planned for a situation like this by the way my show file is set up. So on any of the 3 main screens, I have different views stored so that I can have any playback screen on any screen, if that makes sense. So on my playback here, I go full screen here. Nope, I don't want to go full screen. Let's see if we can get in here. Whoa. Yeah, there's me. So on my playback screen here, I have these 5 view buttons. The first one's color, the next one's positions, the third one is like beams, and then there's a fourth like extra executor page. These questions in the chat are so funny. So I can have any of these views on any of the other screens. So what I ended up doing is I would pick colors, whatever, and then I would switch to my positions page, do all that on the screen, switch to beam page, do all that stuff, the gobos, all that stuff. And that just necessitates that you have, actually, let me just pull up MA, and we'll do it together here. Let's load, okay, so now this is loaded. I'll just show you guys my playback page. Everybody asks for this, so now you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it, see? For you guys sticking around and watching a long stream. When's the MA watch app coming out? That's Hippie's. Hippie has an MA watch. Okay, so here it is, the famous color picker, whatever. These views down here are what I can click to toggle my screen 2, the one that didn't fail, between, I'll make this a little bigger. So this is what I use to toggle between my playback pages if something goes horribly, horribly wrong with the other screens. And I do, it's funny because I have my MA has, or my MA2 file has that same image. on it. I'm not sure, where did you get the, oh wait, I posted it on like Snapchat or Twitter or something. Again, this is kind of an older file, but we can still go through the playbacks a little bit. But yeah, so each of these pages or each of these screens has those same views stored. So I could have color on all 4 screens if I wanted to, and they all react. They all do the same thing. So this was a contingency that I set up a while ago, just in case I had screens fail. And I finally had it where 2 screens failed out of 3 on the main screens on full size. And yeah, it like really came in handy, because otherwise I would have been totally screwed. It was really weird because at first I just noticed the touch screen stopped responding, and I'll kind of walk you through exactly what happened. So we're playing, everything's going fine. You don't really notice something is wrong with the console. Even if you're like clicking and making selections and stuff, there's like a little bit of a disconnect because you just always think that it's just supposed to work. And all the buttons are working fine. All the faders are working fine. I'm going along with the music, and I notice that things aren't changing color. And I'm like, did something get fucked up with did I like change my layout view to move instead of select, which happens sometimes because I'm dumb, or I was confused by what happened. And then I started like looking at the screen as I was clicking it, and the mouse wasn't, like, the little crosshair that pops up when you hit on the screen wasn't showing up. And then I was like, oh shit, okay, there's something wrong with the screen itself. And then I kind of went through a basic diagnosis, check every screen, see which ones are affected. They all were, including the command screen. The command screen wasn't working either. And I had no control from the command, so I couldn't type in commands. But all my executors were working just fine. So if all the screens fail, then you just do a restart. You're fucked. It's unlikely. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted. I'm buying a full size because it's going to be the most in-demand console. I want to be able to rent it out. And yeah, so I noticed all this, and I'm like trying to figure out what the best course of action here is. Problem with the full size, when you run into an issue like this, you cannot, there's no, the console's no longer listening to shutdown commands. It had completely frozen on everything not playback. So I could only play back. Everything else was frozen. Tried typing in commands with the scroll lock. Nothing was going through. So what I ended up doing is pulling the power to the console, but the problem with the full size, as you know, it has a built-in UPS, which will last for 2 minutes or longer. And in order to actually do a hard reset on the console, there is a little button on the back that you need to use a pen to click in. So while the show is happening, I'm talking to Mario, and I'm like, dude, you gotta like just do the show, the video, like the lights are still going, right? The lights are still going, everything's fine. But he needed to like take control and do all of the video stuff and be a little more aggressive with the video. So I'm crawling up over the console. I'm like trying to fucking stick a pen in the back. It's super dark in this club, and everyone's like looking at me because like I'm the MA dude, and I just push their AVO off to the side because I was like, I feel bad when I go into like clubs and stuff and I bring a full size. It's a little overkill. I don't need the full size. I get by with a light. But we got it restarted, and it started back up, and it started flashing these colors on the screen. It wasn't just blue and white. It does the whole like RGB plus white, and then it'll do like test patterns and shit. And that's when I knew I was fucked. So I just loaded the show and started playing back because I didn't want to restart it again. We ended up restarting it again at the end of the night, and the screens came back just fine. But once there's a failure like that, it's not worth it to restart it again, because it takes upwards of 2 minutes every time you want to restart the console. Yeah, and so that's why this happened. Cool. All right, more MA questions. What do we got? Oh, let's actually just talk a little bit. I forgot. I was going to go over the playbacks and how I have everything set up here. So this is screen 2. I'm just going to go through this one by one here. The color page is very obvious. All changes all, and then you can change the type of light color down here as well. Chase 1 and Chase 2 is interesting. This relates to, right now I kind of fucked it up with this older show file, but ignore that for now. This is not a good example. But this is where you choose a high and a low value for color chase, and then you can choose which fixtures have that chase. Okay. And then you can choose things like the blocks, the groups, the waveform, the wings. And then all this stuff, once you've configured it, will go to this color effects fader. So you fade this up, and then those fixtures will correspondingly fade into that chase. Then it's controlled with dimmer speed. I only have dimmer speed and move speed. That's pretty much it. This is a little bit modified show file. This is for a Zomboy thing. So this is not like my festival file. This is the color fade time selection changes, because this does not follow exact time. In my new show file it does, but right now it's following color fade. And this is just a macro that assigns fade times to each of those sequences. The eStop macro, this is contingency for worst case scenario type stuff, where there's what does dab do? I'll answer what dab does. This is like a worst case scenario. If I click this macro, everything turns off. All the executor playbacks turn off, and then one playback that has everything at full white intensity turns on. And then there's a preset position in here, emergency stop show position. It puts all moving lights in that at that preset. And then it turns the lights on. Something wrong is if there's something wrong with the console and you're not sure what it is. It's like a troubleshooting thing. Yeah, so the eStop thing is for like literal emergencies, whether it's you know, we need to evacuate or there's like a shooter, God forbid. That's my macro for that. And that's on all pages, or all screens. And then these macros right here, these are playback, queue loading macros, things like that. Screen 2, this is my positions and gobo and movement page. CO2 elapsed is cool. It works from, maybe it still works. It works off of this CO2 trigger. It should at least. Yeah. So that was 1.5 seconds of CO2 blast. And you can always count on about having 45 seconds of CO2 on average at a big festival. So this just helps me monitor how much we've used. What else? Reset all, resets all playback. Stomp move will make all of my movement executors go to 0. In-depth over video of the MA3 just leaked. I think this is a Rickroll. I'm going to test this offline first. I'm not going to post anything. I'm actually going to mute everything so that nothing. If you think I'm stupid enough to like watch or to post a link randomly. You're probably right. /watch. What is the link? What was it? Was it a Rickroll? Do the fidget spinner? The midget stripper? Did you know that you can crash your file if you use .png files for your colors? I think I used JPEG though. Pretty sure I used JPEG. Okay, we'll continue talking about the show file layout. This has changed. This is like this is like 6 months old at this point. I've changed things a lot, but maybe you can glean something out of it. The rest of the playbacks here, this is all position stuff. So this house positions thing is if I have a set of movers that I don't really want to have movement effects on them, I just want like static house positions, I'll just make 5 cool house positions and stick them in here. I like this new arrangement I have. So I can choose different groups to go to different, I can load positions in the background. And so if I have all my lights straight down and I'm thinking to myself, okay, now I want everything to fan up and out, right? Then I can just change my spot tilt to higher and then change it to fan out. And then when I hit go, it'll fade with exec time to that new position. And then the cool part is, the way I have this set up is it's 2 sequences that we're going between 2 sequences here. And when I hit go again on this, it'll fade between those 2 positions. Like if it was straight down and then fan up, every time I click that, it just goes between those 2. Christian, have you thought on a photographic career? You take amazing outdoors photos on your Snapchat. Thank you. I'm using it as a way to be a little more artsy and have a hobby. It's really fun. Global position stack. This is where I can just hit the big old go button and the lights will all move into a position I know will always look good if I don't need to do anything fancy. Go all positions. This does this. These are the effect selections, so we can change by type of fixture: spot pan or spot circle, beam circle, moving head. So these 3 rows are for each of the 3 moving light types in my show file. Like and subscribe. How do you import a PNG or MPG? You can't import MPG. You can import PNG. You do it like this. I'm gonna clear the screen here. You go to Pool, you go to Images, right click on an empty image, you go to Import Image. Now you can either select the internal drive on the MA, or you can select a flash drive. If you select internal, then you will be navigating to, let me just show you here. So if we go local disk, program data, MA Lighting Technologies, Grand MA, 334, 3.4 will be coming out soon. Pretty sure. I don't know. I don't have that software. I don't have the beta. I don't get put on the beta team for anything. I'm kind of upset. And then you go to, you can go to images and you can copy images into here. Hello to Holland. Your English is fine, Dimitri. Hello. And you can paste images in here and they will show up in here. So these 2 folders are the same. So you just need to navigate to this location and that'll be it. Why don't I use load at your position exec? I do. You can do either. You can either go through it or you can hit load. So I have a load right here. Load queue. Down. Yeah. Which actually, I think I'm actually going to just assign a load. Assign a load button to that exec. So I'll go assign macro 50. Click. So now I can just do load queue. But the reason why I don't really do that is I wanted to have a way to fade between two sequences that are like hidden in the background. There's a reason. I promise you, there's a reason. Promise. I use load a lot with the global position stack. So now it'll wait for the next go on this one and go there. Or if I bring my exec time up, so you can hit load, fan up, it's loaded. Now it'll fade to fan up when I hit the big go button. MA2 on PC is free, but in order to output any sort of DMX to actual lights, you will need to have hardware connected. MA hardware. Okay, I hope this maybe satisfied some people's curiosity about how my playbacks are set up. Yo, from New Zealand, what up, dude? Welcome. Our favorite color scheme? Blue and magenta. Or blue and white. Well, do we have any more? Stop it. I'm really curious what this like fuck, that is so funny. I dropped out of college. That's my education. We got a new meme alert. Jesus. Good meme. I can't edit. I'm not on. I'm trying to keep the photography and YouTube stuff separate. Thank you for asking. Is there any way to connect CDJs to an MA so you don't really have to worry about timing for the music? Yes. There are a couple of ways to do that. I don't do it. I just like knowing the music and having good timing. But there are two bits of software that you could use to do that. One's called TC Supply. It's a little more official. It's very expensive. You need to have a Mac to run it, which I don't have. And yeah, it's like the legit way of it's the legit way of doing this. But and it's like supported by Pioneer as well now with the new Nexus 2s. Oh, I'm not gonna edit. I was gonna troll, but I'm not. Compact XT is like the light now, by the way, just no command screen. I'm gonna get the full. I'm definitely gonna get the full. I'm excited. What was I talking about? I'm sorry. Why are you drinking out of a jar? Because I'm from Montana, boy. That's why. How am I? I'm good. I'm splendid. Super good. How are you? TMB LED fixtures. I have not used those. Will I be at the after show party of Clay Packy at PLS? If I get invited, I'll go. Is it smart to build the MA on PC flight case system, or is it smarter to get to spend a bit more money. I would spend a bit more money now that the pricing is going to come down on the MA2. Wait, was pricing taken down? I'm going to refresh. Oh, shit. Oh, man, that is so funny. Shit. Whoops. Hey, I didn't post it. I'm sorry. How did I started doing this job? Please read me. Alexei. I want to make a video on this because it's kind of complex and drawn out.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
All right, Alexa's creeping on me now. Basically, I started out as a DJ. I was in high school and I would throw parties for my friends, and I would charge people to get in. I'd be like, $10 entry. I'd rent out like a venue for $500. We'd have like, I think the first one I did, there must have been like 300 people that showed up. And so I had like this bag of money. After the show, I'd paid the rent. I'd paid everybody that I hired to work the event. I like promoted it. I printed up flyers. I wanted to like DJ these little parties and shit. And I made a lot of money on the first one, for a lot of money for like a kid in high school. I was just like, whoa, this is cool. And then I kind of started doing those every month, and all the money that I would get from those shows, I would go back and spend it on production stuff. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like buying I like bought Martin Mania SCX 500 scanners and like I think I had like an American DJ operator or a Chauvet, one of those like things that has like 8 faders on it, and then you switch the pages. It's like a scan controller. Yeah, those were really interesting times. And so I did a ton of those parties, bought gear with all the money, and then moved to Seattle. And I decided I wanted to do like real legit shows. I went to Paradiso, and that was amazing. It's a festival up here that now I get to do lights for. It's really crazy how it all works out. Actually, this is funny. I'm going to show you a relic. 1 second. So I'm the kind of dude that is like actually pretty sentimental, and I hold on to little things. This was the first big show I attended. This is like my VIP pass. I bought a VIP pass. I went to this show, and I was blown away by all the stage production. And yeah, now I do lights for this show. It's so cool how that worked out. And it's cute. There's a little heart punched in it. I don't know if you can see that. There's a heart punched in it. Yeah. So that's how it happened. Oh, the other way to do. Okay, the Claypacky after show party on PLS is free and for all. Your 18th birthday, you'll be there. All right, sweet. I'll be there too. How do you add images as a background in layout view? Easy peasy. We'll do that as well real quick here. So you go setup, zoom out a little bit, and you're going to select this box. And you're just going to draw the box. And you have to draw this in kind of the same aspect ratio as your image. You're going to go to image. You're going to go to images, excuse me. I'll just do the blue screen, please. And now when we jump out of setup, we'll go back to play. Now we have a blue screen background on our layout view. That's it. What do I think about the Roby Spiky? It's cool. Cool for clubs and stuff. I think MA is just having people take down the pricing in general. I don't think they wanted that released yet. All the color images are available on my Google Drive. I'm going to post, let me find it here real quick. Just give me a moment and I will post the link where you can download all of the images for the color picker. Give me 1 second, guys. And if you're watching this video after the stream, I'm also going to be putting a link to download this in the description. Sharbar is really cool. I like it. So let's see, we went to, if I can find it. Hope I can find it. Color picker images, here we go. Shareable link. Okay, here is the link to download the color images, color picker images. What am I expecting and hoping from the MA3? I'm just expecting a really good effects engine, a really good way of dealing with multi-instance fixtures. I want to have a folder system for pools. I think it would be really cool. Have I ever done any work with lasers? Not yet. This year is going to be the year of the laser learning and media learning. I'm going to get better at Resolume this year. I'm going to get better at doing lasers. I want to be a one-man show. How do I get those black exec buttons? You have to be in the latest, well, not the latest, but pretty late software version, and you just do appearance, which you can reach by going assign, 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 click on a fader, and then you can choose whatever color you want. I need to make the folder public. I thought it was public. Let me see. It says anyone with the link can view. Yeah, I'm rocking the ultra wide monitor. Oh, weird. There's a 404. Try. Huh. I think I have to tiny URL it. 1 second. It's working on my side when I copy paste it, but when I click it from the chat, it doesn't work. So let me tiny URL it. Yes, the movie Chef. I loved it. Thank you. Okay, here it is. Try clicking this link. Okay, it won't let me. Something Wong is a, you guys just have to wait. I'm going to put it in the description of this video, actually. Color picker, we'll go to YouTube. I don't dislike Ava lights, I just haven't used them that much. I think we're going to call this quits here pretty soon. We've been going for quite a while, and we have no dropped frames. Yeah, I'm going to be at Pro Light and Sound once again, and I'll be there the whole week. And we'll have a grand old time together. Thank you for the donations once again. That was mind-blowing, honestly. I think I got a 5. Oh yeah, yeah. christianjackson.com/colorpicker will take you there as well. I think. Is that right? christianjackson.com/colorpicker. Yeah, so this is the time to say your final goodbyes. Yeah, christianjackson.com/colorpicker works. I don't have an opinion on Avo lights. I'm sorry. I just I don't give opinions on things that I'm not experienced with usually. I don't make assertions or opinions like that. Remember the old Forza streams? Holy God. That's so funny. What will happen in your opinion with VPU? I think it's going to be phased out, and maybe the old hardware will be used with the MA3. I think there will be a software update for the VPU that allows integration with MA3. I don't think there will be a new hardware VPU. Maybe there will be. I don't know. The thing with VPU and video content is it requires really heavy-duty gear. Really fast SSDs, big graphics cards. Those obviously aren't in the MA3. I mean, obviously it probably has good graphics cards, but I don't think it has media server graphics cards. Mike Kaspersky says that site is dangerous. Oh shit. Whoops. That's funny. Yeah, okay. What is the utility of the control room version? Someone said that it's more for theaters who need to put screens to the side. Cool. It's still a 404. What? I don't get why. It's public. All the sharing settings are public. Huh. That's very strange. I think maybe there's get shareable link. Okay, I'll post it. I'll figure it out, and we'll post it in the description of this video when it goes live. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. There were some good MA3 memes, some good questions, some good answers. And yeah, keep on keeping on, keep enjoying the programming and fighting the good lighting fight. I don't know what else to say. I'm just rambling right now. How many people we have viewing right now? I just want to see. Still got 310. Wow, nice. Okay. I'm going to hang out in the chat for a minute. But thank you guys for attending. I'm going to run one last ad, if you don't mind, just so that I can get $1. All right, we're going to insert an ad. And then I'll be hanging out in the chat. Thanks for watching.